Alright, so good morning everyone. My name is Muhammad Aiman Haikal Mirzaimi. Today I will presenting about the role of artificial intelligence or AI in the shaping the future English classroom. Alright, over the past few years, AI has rapidly changed how we live, how we communicate, and also how we learn. From the voice assistant like Siri and Alexa to apps like ChatGPT, Copilot, and also Gemini, AI has become an essential part of our everyday life. Alright, before I dig deeper for to our topic, we must know what is AI. Alright, AI stands for artificial intelligence, the technology that can think, learn, and make decisions like a human. In education, AI helps teachers and students by making learning more personalized, efficient, and also more interactive. In the English classroom, AI is not here to replace teacher, but it's here to support and enhance how we teach and learn. In this session, I will explain three main aspects: how AI helps students, how AI helps teachers, and also how AI shape the future of learning. I will also share some example of AI tool that you might already know and you might already use. Um, but now I will share how they can make English learning more enjoyable. So let's start with the first part. How AI helps students. Alright, now I will discuss how AI helps students. AI can be a great learning assistant for students. It provides personalized learning, quick feedback, and also smart checking for students. Let's look at each one in more detail. The first one is learning that fit the student. Traditionally, teacher prepare one lesson for the whole class, but every student learn differently. Some are fast learner while others need more time to catch up. AI solves this problem by adapting to each student's level. For example, if you're weak in vocabulary, AI apps can focus on word games and repetition exercise. If you're strong in writing, AI can give a more complex essay for you to challenge yourself and also your understanding in writing. Tools like Duolingo, Elsa Speak can adjust lesson automatically based on your progress. This is called personalized learning, learning that fit you, not the learning that doesn't fit you. Um, so let's move to the next part is quick help. AI can give instant feedback. When students write an essay, AI tools like Grammarly or ChatGPT or even Copilot can check grammar, punctuation, and vocabulary right away. Instead of waiting days for teacher to mark your work, student can fix their mistake immediately. Because we know that sometimes teacher is busy with other things, so they take the time to marking our work. So AI help us uh, found the solution more quickly. There are also AI chatbots that act like English speaking partner. This AI chatbot can help you practice speaking English and get correction on pronunciation and fluency. This is especially helpful for a shy student who are afraid to speak in class. So they can practice with AI privately to build confidence to speak English in front of the class. And lastly, there is also a smart checking. AI doesn't just mark your answer, but it also explain your mistakes. For instance, Grammarly doesn't only correct your grammar, it tells you why it's wrong and how to improve. Another tools like Quillbot also give you an option to rephrase your sentences to be more academic or more relaxed. So you can compare both of the suggestion, and you also learn how to make another sentence more formally, how to make another sentence more casual or relaxed. Um, this helps students to take control of their learning journey. They can see improvement week by week and focus on area they struggle with. Some platform even show progress chart and highlighting your strength and weakness. So now you know the part that you are weak, the part that you are very strong at that. So with AI, you can now uh, select what you want to learn. In summary, AI helps students by giving personalized lesson, instant feedback, and also smart progress tracking. It's like having a 24 hours tutor. It's never unavailable, so you can learn anytime, also anywhere. So I want to ask you guys, is you guys have used any of the AI apps to improve your English? I believe you guys already use it, right? Apps like Grammarly, and also I think most of students already use ChatGPT for learning in English. But it's okay. Those apps are perfect example how AI support learning and English or other subject. All right, now we move to the next section. How AI help teacher. Okay, teaching is a demanding job. Teacher must plan a lesson, mark assignment, manage classroom, and also guide the student. AI can reduce their workload and make teaching more efficient. There are three main benefits when teacher using an AI. They can support teacher and also make it inclusive learning and data insight. Alright. Okay, for the first one is teacher support. AI can automate time-consuming tasks like grading, checking spelling, or detecting plagiarism. For example, Grammarly and Quillbot help teacher check student writing quickly, turning in detect the plagiarism in essay. ChatGPT or Bing Copilot can help teacher generate lesson plan or worksheet in second. When teachers spend less time on these routine tasks, they have more time for creative teaching like storytelling, group discussion, and emotional support for students. It's help teacher to create a more fun way to teach their class. So instead of replacing teacher, AI empower them to teach more effectively and also fun. And I believe uh, students love a class that teacher support interactive learning. Like me, I love when my teacher make a class that need us to interact so I can focus better and also I can understand it more easier. Now for our second part is inclusive learning. AI make classroom more inclusive. It supports students who have learning difficulty or language barrier. For instance, text-to-speech tool helps students with dyslexia or reading difficulty. Speech-to-text tool helps students who struggle with writing. Trans- Translation tool support English second language learner or ESL. Imagine a student who can't read well, AI can read the text out loud for them so they can understand the lesson more easily. This means AI help ensure student, no student left behind. So all students can learn the same thing. Maybe a different way but still learning the same thing. The, the third one is data insight. AI can collect and analyze data on student performance. For example, an AI dashboard can show which students are improving, which students need extra help, and also which topic are the hardest for the class. This help teacher make data-driven decision. They can lesson that match students' need and even intervene early before someone falls behind. In short, AI gives teacher knowledge and time and also tool to become more effective educator. AI I repeat again, AI is not to replace the teacher but to support the teacher. And I also hope that teacher in school use AI more frequently so they can make the class more entertaining and also more interactive. So I want to ask you guys a question. If uh, is your teacher using AI to when they're teaching in your classroom? So, and the second question is, if you're a teacher, as a teacher trainee, will you guys use AI to handle the tasks like grading, planning, or checking grammar? Alright, now let's move to the most exciting part. How AI shaping the future of education. I believe with the help of AI, the future classroom will be smart, creative, and also accessible to everyone. Uh, the first one is learning anytime and also anywhere. AI allows students to learn on any device such as phone, tablet, or even computer. Learning is no longer limited to school hours. Students can study at home, at the library, or even when traveling. Also when eating. For example, student can revise a grammar on mobile app while waiting for the bus. And also they can maybe when they eat, they can watch a AI video about grammar. This kind of flexibility make learning more convenient and continuous. Uh, Next, AI also can make learning more fun and creative. Traditional English lesson can sometimes be repetitive, and it's make that class boring. I remember my English class, we must to recite a lot of word, and it's very poor, right? Like I always feel sleepy when recite all those words. So, but with AI, it can add creativity to the process by including game, video, and also storytelling feature. Imagine learning a grammar through an AI-powered quiz game or writing story that AI helps you complete. This will be more fun and entertaining for the student. AI can even generate poem, essay, and dialogues to help students explore creativity while learning language structure. This make English learning more exciting and engaging. The last one is learning together. AI also promote collaboration. Students can work in group online using tools like Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams that integrate AI support. AI can help organize discussion, assign group roles, and also summarize the group progress. In this way, students can learn from one another even if they are in different locations. AI builds teamwork and communication and digital literacy. This all essential part for 21st century learning. So now we already have the cover all the main part. So now let's go to the conclusion. To conclude this, artificial intelligence is transforming education, especially in the English classroom. For students, AI offers personalized learning and quick feedback and motivation. For teachers, AI saves time, promote inclusion, and provide data-driven insight. And for the future, AI create classrooms that are more flexible, creative, and connected. But remember, the best happens when human and technology work together. Teacher bring understanding, care, and also creativity, while AI bring efficiency, feedback, and innovation. Together, they can create an education system that truly prepares students for the future. Thank you for listening to me. So let's move to the next presenter.
Thank you very much, Aiman, for that insightful introduction about artificial intelligence and its growing role in the field of education. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nurubuda, and as the second presenter today, I will be focusing on the positive impacts of AI in education. In particular, I will highlight three main areas where AI has made significant contributions. The first one is providing greater access to resources. The second one is supporting individualization in learning. And the third is promoting time and cost efficiency. Throughout my presentation, I will discuss how this aspect not only transform the learning process but also empower both educators and students to achieve better outcomes. So without further delay, let's begin with the first positive impact, providing greater access to resources. One of the most remarkable advantages of artificial intelligence in education is its ability to provide greater access to a wide range of educational resources. In the past, teachers and students often depended on printed materials or limited online sources. However, with the integration of AI, educators can now access a wealth of AI-powered platforms that support and enhance teaching and learning processes. For example, Canva Magic Write, an AI feature with the Canva platform assists educators in brainstorming ideas, outlining topics, and creating lesson plans more efficiently. Instead of spending long hours designing or preparing teaching materials, teachers can generate creative and high-quality content within a minute. Another excellent example is Eduit, a platform that offers more than 100 types of instructional resources, from worksheets and reading passages to project ideas. These tools allow teachers to tailor their lessons to different levels and subjects, ensuring that all students benefit from well-structured, engaging materials. Moreover, AI-driven quiz tools such as Quizzes enable teachers to design interactive quizzes that adapt to each student's performance. In other words, AI can analyze students' responses and automatically adjust the difficulty level of questions, creating a personalized learning path for every learner. This not only improves students' engagement but also provides teachers with valuable insights into which topics their students understand and which areas need more attention. Additionally, AI resources are accessible anytime and anywhere, breaking geographical and time barriers. Students in rural areas, for example, can access the same quality materials as those in urban schools, a major step toward educational equality. To summarize this point, AI tools make education more inclusive, efficient, and resource-rich. They empower educators with better tools and give learners endless opportunities to explore new knowledge. So now that we've seen how AI expands access to resources, let's move to the second positive impact, the individualization. The second positive impact of artificial intelligence in education is individualization, also known as personalized learning. Every student is unique. They learn at different paces, have different strengths, and face different challenges. Traditional classroom settings often struggle to meet these diverse needs. However, with AI technology, teachers can now adapt lessons and materials to suit each student's ability and interest. For instance, ChatGPT, one of the leading AI tools, and can quickly and accurately translate materials into multiple languages. This makes it much easier for students who speak different languages to understand their assignment. It breaks the language barrier that often prevents learners from fully engaging with content. In addition to translation, GPT and similar AI programs can also revise educational materials so they are suitable for different grade levels. For example, a complex science article can be simplified for younger learners, while the same topic can be elaborated in greater depth for advanced students. Furthermore, AI system can track student performance and learning styles. Based on this data, they can recommend specific exercises or projects that match each student's skill level. For instance, if a learner struggles with grammar, the AI can automatically assign more practice activities in that area, while reducing repetition for topics they already master. This individualized approach helps students feel more confident and motivated because the learning experience is designed specifically for them. It's also that helps teachers manage classroom more effectively, and they can spend less time preparing different type materials and more time supporting students personally. Beyond academics, AI tools can even analyze student interests and suggest career-related learning paths, guiding them toward future goals that align with their abilities. Therefore, AI does not replace teachers, but rather supports them in personalizing education to ensure that no student is left behind. Having discussed how AI personalized learning, let's now proceed to the third and final positive impact: time and cost efficiency. Another significant positive impact of artificial intelligence in education is time and cost efficiency. As we know, one of the biggest challenges in education is managing time effectively for both teachers and students. Traditionally, teachers spend countless hours preparing lessons, grading assignments, and providing feedback. Students, on the other hand, may wait several days or even weeks to receive feedback on their work. AI technology addresses these issues by providing instant feedback and automation. For example, AI-powered assessment tools can check assignments in real time, highlighting errors and giving suggestions for improvement immediately. This saves a tremendous amount of time and allows learners to correct their mistakes instantly rather than waiting for manual grading. In addition, it accelerates the learning process, enabling students to progress at a faster rate. From the teacher's perspective, AI can automate routine tasks such as attendance tracking, test scoring, and report generation. This allows educators to focus on what truly matters, like teaching, mentoring, and engaging with students. Moreover, AI-based educational tools can be more available than traditional learning materials. Instead of purchasing multiple textbooks or printed handouts, digital AI platforms provide unlimited access to up-to-date content at a lower cost. This makes education not only more efficient, but also more accessible to students from all socioeconomic backgrounds. Another time-saving advantage is that AI helps teachers identify learning gaps early. Through continuous monitoring, AI can predict which students are falling behind and suggest interventions. This ensures that corrective actions are taken immediately, preventing long-term learning loss. To conclude this section, AI's ability to save both time and cost makes education more sustainable, practical, and productive. Having explored these three major positive impact: access to resources, individualization, and time efficiency, let me now summarize the key points of my presentation. To summarize, artificial intelligence has brought a revolutionary transformation to the education sector. Firstly, AI provides greater access to resources, enabling educators and students to utilize high-quality materials from anywhere in the world. Secondly, it promotes individualization, allowing learning to be customized based on each student's ability, pace, and interests. And thirdly, it enhances time and cost efficiency, reducing teachers' workload while making learning faster and more affordable. Together, these impacts demonstrate that AI is not just a technology advancement, it is a powerful educational partner that supports inclusive, efficient, and personalized learning for all. With that, I conclude my part of the presentation. Thank you for your kind attention, and now I would like to pass the session to the next presenter, who will continue with the negative impact topic. you. Thank you once again for your attention. In the previous part of my presentation, I have discussed three key positive impacts of artificial intelligence in education: providing greater access to resources, promoting individualization, and improving time and cost efficiency. For this next part, I will be expanding on this idea further. Specifically, I will explain how these benefits extend beyond the classroom and contribute to long-term educational progress. We will look at how AI improves teaching quality, promotes lifelong and global learning, and supports educational equity and inclusion. These impacts demonstrate that the value of AI in education is not only immediate but also transformative for the future of learning. Let me begin with the first extended impact: improve teaching quality. While earlier we discussed how AI helps teachers by providing resources and saving time, we must also recognize how it contributes to professional growth and instructional excellence. With AI-driven analytics, teachers can now gain deeper insights into student performance. This allows them to identify patterns, understand learning gaps, and adjust their teaching strategies accordingly. For example, through AI platforms that track class participation and quiz results, educators can see which topics are challenging for students and which teaching methods are most effective. This kind of data-driven feedback helps teachers improve continuously. In addition, AI encourages collaboration among educators. Teachers can share AI-generated lesson plans, assessment, and best practices with colleagues across different schools and even different countries. This creates a global community of learning professionals who support and inspire each other. Furthermore, AI tools help reduce administrative burdens. When teachers spend less time on grading and paperwork, they have more time to focus on creativity, mentoring, and emotional support, aspect of teaching that AI cannot replace. In short, AI not only assists teachers, but also empowers them to become more effective, reflective, and innovative professionals. Moving on to the second extended impact: lifelong and global learning. Traditionally, education was confined to physical classrooms and limited time frames. However, with AI integration, learning has become a continuous and borderless. AI-powered platforms allow students to learn anytime and anywhere, even outside school hours. For instance, personalized learning apps or intelligent tutoring systems can continue guiding students after class, ensuring they keep progressing at their own pace. Moreover, AI connects learners globally. Students from different parts of the world can now collaborate virtually on projects, share perspective, and access the same high-quality educational materials. This global exposure encourages culture understanding and prepares them for international collaboration in the future. To conclude, artificial intelligence has not only brought immediate positive impacts such as access to resources, personalization, and efficiency. It also has long-term and far-reaching effects on the education system. It enhances teaching quality by empowering educators to innovate and collaborate. It fosters lifelong and global learning, allowing education to extend beyond the boundaries of school. And it strengthens equity and inclusion, ensuring that all learners, regardless of background, can benefit from quality education. As we look toward the future, it is clear that AI is not replacing human teachers or students, but rather supporting them to reach their fullest potential. So thank you for listening. That concludes my video presentations on the extent positive impacts of artificial intelligence in education, and I will pass my presentation to next presenter.
So, we often talk about AI in education as a revolution, a breakthrough, like promise of personalized learning, faster grading, smarter classrooms, and yes, AI can be powerful, but today I want to talk about the shadows, the quiet risks, the things we don't always see when we're dazzled by the speed and efficiency of the machines. Because when we bring AI into our classrooms, we're not just bringing technology, we're bringing assumptions, biases, and blind spots. We're reshaping how students learn, how teachers teach, and how decisions are made. And if we're not careful enough, we risk losing the very soul of education. So today we'll be exploring four key dangers of AI use in classrooms. So I'm going to be talking about over-reliance, bias, misinformation, and lack of understanding. So we'll go with the first point, which is over-reliance on AI. So, imagine a teacher who uses AI to grade essays. So the system scans for grammar, structure, and keywords. It assigns a score based on patterns it's learned from thousands of essays, but what happens to the student who writes from the heart, who breaks the rules to tell a story that matters, who uses metaphors, emotion, or cultural references that AI doesn't recognize? So that student might be penalized, not for poor writing, but for being human, if you know what I'm saying. So now imagine a student who's overwhelmed. They turn to AI to summarize chapters, write a reflection, solve a math problem. It's tempting. It feels like a shortcut, but over time they lose the muscle of learning, the ability to struggle, to question, to discover. They become passive consumers of knowledge, not active participants. So even teachers are vulnerable because some rely on AI generated lesson plans without adapting them to their students' needs. Like a classroom in rural Malaysia might receive the same content as one in urban New York, ignoring cultural context, language barriers, and emotional realities. And here's the deeper danger. When AI becomes the default, we stop asking whether it's right, we stop noticing when it's wrong, we stop teaching students to think critically, to challenge authority, trust their own minds. Education is not just about efficiency, it's about connection, it's about nuance, it's about the messy, beautiful process of learning together. AI can support that, but it must never replace it. So imagine if you are like when teachers are assigning students to write poems or things like that. Because based on this movie I watched, it's called The Poor Society. Teachers said that words and ideas can change the world, and that really leaves an impact. So let's move on to the next point, which is bias and discrimination. Um, AI is often described as neutral, objective, scientific, but that's obviously a myth because AI learns from data and data reflects society. If society is unequal, then AI will be too. Because the thing is, AI collects data from us, users, from students, teachers. So For example, take facial recognition system used for attendance. I mean, in Malaysia we don't have this, but studies show they misidentify darker skinned students, especially girls, at much higher rates. So imagine being marked absent because the system couldn't see you. Imagine being questioned, penalized, or even disciplined for a flaw in the algorithm. So bias also shows in grading tools. If an AI system is trained on Western academic writing, it may undervalue essay that use nonlinear storytelling, cultural idioms, or multilingual phrasing. Like, for example, a student who blends Bahasa Melayu and English might be penalized, not for poor writing, but for richness that AI doesn't understand. I mean, the use of Bahasa Melayu and English in the same sentence is not that good, but in Malaysia, it has been a norm that have we have made it very, how do I say this? We have made it like a something that is normal for Malaysians to do. Like people wouldn't care if you mix them together because yeah, for some reason. So besides that, bias also shows up in the grading tools. I said that already. I'm sorry. So even recommendation systems can be biased. This AI used to suggest learning paths might steer girls away from STEM subjects based on historical data. Or it might recommend remedial reading to students from certain backgrounds, assuming lower proficiency without considering individual growth. And here's the hardest part: bias in AI is often invisible, because teachers may not know it's happening, but students may internalize it as a personal failure. The system appears neutral, but it's not. To fight this, we need transparency. We need diverse training data, we need human oversight, and we need to teach students to question the system, to ask whose voice is missing, whose story is being erased. We need to look for others too, because just depending on AI itself might cause some, how do I say this? Um, Unfairness. Some people might not be heard. So because in education, fairness isn't a feature; it's a foundation. It's very important because yeah, in classes also we might notice the quiet students who might not be heard enough. That is why fairness is a foundation. It is never a feature. Fairness is very important. Next up, we're gonna talk about errors and misinformation. So, AI is fast, it's persuasive, and it's often wrong. It's not often wrong, but AI is not always right. Yeah. Yeah. So let's say like a student uses an AI tool to research climate change. So the system generates a summary with fabricated statistics and fake citations. The student includes these in their assignments, unaware that the sources don't exist. So the teacher, trusting the polished format, doesn't catch the error. Misinformation spreads, not out of malice, but out of misplaced trust. As I said earlier, AI is not very dependable. Sometimes it can be right, sometimes it can be wrong. So you can't always rely on it. You always have to do some research, background researches. So even worse, AI can hallucinate facts. It might claim that Malaysia banned plastic in 2022 or that Guru Madani was introduced in 2015 when neither is true. That was just some examples. So these errors can often deliver with confidence, making them harder to detect. So yep, that proves my point earlier. So teachers Using AI to generate quizzes or lessons content might also face problems. Why? Well, a math question might have the wrong answer. A history timeline might be off by decades. If unchecked, these errors confuse students and undermine trust and create gaps in understanding. So, yeah, even teachers can rely on these tools too much because AI is not perfect. It has its flaws. There's also the issue of plagiarism and academic integrity. While some students may submit AI generated essays that sound original but lack genuine understanding. So that is why nowadays, when turning in our assignments, we have the plagiarism checker, which we check if reference and the reference and sources we took is there. That is not that we just depends on the AI too much, like making the paragraphs and all. So there's and let's not forget um that some tools even bypass plagiarism detectors by paraphrasing content. This creates a false sense of mastery and erodes the value of authentic learning. And now we have emotional misinformation. AI might generate content that's culturally insensitive, emotionally tone deaf, or even harmful. So a chat box might respond to students' mental health questions with generic advice, missing the urgency of nuance or the situation. To address this, we need AI literacy. Students must learn to verify sources, cross-check facts, and understand that AI is a tool, not a truth machine. Teachers must model skepticism, encourage inquiry, and create space for error correction. Because, like in education, truth matters, and misinformation, even when accidental, can derail learning. Next up, finally, let's talk about lack of understanding. Well, AI is often treated as magic. It works, so we use it. But when we don't understand how it works, we lose control. So take predictive analytics used to identify at-risk students. This system analyzed attendance, grades, and behavior to flag students who might drop out. But what if the algorithm doesn't account for cultural factors, mental health even, or family dynamics? A student who misses school to care for a sibling might be labeled as disengaged. Teachers may treat them differently, not out of cruelty, but because the AI said so. Think about it, some students might have problems at home or maybe the environment, school even, class. Well, students also misunderstood AI. They may think it's smarter than it is. They may believe that AI generated answers are always correct, or that using AI means they've mastered the topic. This creates a false sense of competence, and when real challenge arise, they're unprepared. Like even teachers may struggle. Some use AI tools without knowing how they were trained, what biases they carry, or how to interpret their outputs. A teacher might rely on an AI grading system without realizing it penalizes passive voice or non-standard syntax. The result? Students are judged by invisible rules. This lack of understanding leads to blind trust, misuse, and missed opportunities. It also creates a power imbalance. Those who understand AI can manipulate it. Those who don't are at its mercy. To fix this, we need transparent AI tools again, professional development for educators, and curriculum that teaches students on how AI works. Not just how to use it, but how to question it, challenge it, and shape it. Because in the classroom, understanding isn't optional, it's empowerment. So, what do we do with all of this? We don't reject AI, we don't fear it, but we do interrogate it. We do slow down. we do ask hard questions because education is not just about information, it's about transformation. It's about helping students become thoughtful, ethical, empowered human beings, and that means teaching them not just how to use AI but how to think beyond it. Let's keep the human at the center. Let's keep the classroom a place of curiosity, not conformity. Let's make sure that in our pursuit of innovation, we don't lose the soul of learning. So that's all from me. Thank you.